I'm bringing perhaps one of the most exciting and interesting, guests on this show, and topic as well. This one is about a day in the life of an Abuja elite escort. Escorts. These beautiful, wonderful women who exists for the paid pleasure of those who can afford it. They are very important members of society who are there to help you maintain a certain kind of balance. And like I told you, here we've spoken with commercial sex workers, nurses, masseurs, and the likes. And then today we're taking it a notch higher. The lady glowing beside me is... Introduce yourself by yourself.
My name is Gloria Enenche.
Okay. Welcome, Glory.
Thank you.
So, professional escort service. What does it mean? What do you guys do?
Well, it basically means going about with rich and elite people, like you said, to just, make them comfortable, make them feel happy, feel at home wherever they are, and have fun.
Have fun. And then you get paid good money for it.
Yes, it's a job.
So that's true. On the average, yeah, how much do you charge for, say, a weekend? How much do you earn for a weekend of escort?
Depends on, is it a weekend here in Abuja or you're taking me out of Abuja?
So why not tell me the two? If it's a weekend in Abuja or say in Dubai?
Okay, let's say in Dubai. Of course, Dubai will be more expensive because you have to talk about my flights, shopping and all that. And when I'm done, of course, you give me some money to take care of myself after the trip. So let's say within the range of 1 million to 500,000 for just normal trip. When I know you've spent a lot, I've gotten mostly what I want. I just need money for maintenance.
Okay, so yes. Maintenance money, say 1 million naira.
1 million naira.
And in Abuja?
That's what I'm talking about, from 500k to at least 200,000.
Okay. So, how has business, if I can call it so, been for you so far?
It has been exciting. It's not easy. There's no job that is easy, but it's exciting. I get to see places. I get to see, countries I never imagined I'll see. I get to meet people that, when I talk about people, I mean, A class, the 1% of the 1%.
1% of the 1%. I like that. Okay. Do you sometimes feel any sense of shame doing this?
With the way the country is, it's basically normal being an escort.
Okay.
The way they put it, they make it seem like the girls that stand on the road are like the lower versions of, when people see you and they know that, okay, this person, money has been invested in her. The way you come out, the way you look, you have to look good, you have to dress expensive, you have to speak good English, you have to have like an education, you have to be able to have a reasonable conversation. All that is work, So I don't think it's something you feel bad about, because if I wanted to have a job, I would have a job on the side.
Okay, if you wanted.
If I wanted.
So I take this to mean that you do this because you do not want to have a regular job.
Yes.
It's by choice.
Yes.
This is by choice, not by circumstance.
Yes.
Because you started earlier by saying with the way the country is. So that could be interpreted to mean that circumstances forced your hand. But now you're saying you don't want a job, so this is by choice.
Yes, like what I meant by with the way the country is most things are becoming glorified these days.
Okay.
So I would call this like glorified prostitution.
Okay.
In as much as no one would ever call you a prostitute.
Okay. Well, here we don't, we're not derogatory. We just want to get in, interesting facts and figures about some of these topics. It's not my place to say what's right or wrong. Your viewers, I'm sure, would like to know how long you've been in this and how well it's paid you. What do you think on the average you are worth now as a person?
I would say some millions.
Okay.
Yeah. And well, I started it when I was in school.
University?
Yes.
You're a graduate?
Yes, I'm a graduate.
What did you study?
I studied television production.
Oh, great.
Yes. So I have a diploma and I have a degree. And I went to a professional school, so you know that will entail a lot of money.
Oh.
So I had to sponsor myself through school.
Okay.
I had to pay my rent, I had to pay my school fees, I had to pay for projects. I had to buy television tools like all these cameras and all that. And you know, all that is expensive.
Oh.
So basically that was where I started. And so far, I don't think I can say I regret. I'm not like 100% proud of it.
Oh.
But I can't say I regret it.
Let me ask you. When you, for instance, have sex with some of these men, do you enjoy the sex?
I don't think it's for pleasure.
Yeah, it's not about thinking. I don't need you to think. Do you actually enjoy sex sometimes with some of these people?
You know, the thing about sex is connection. So if I've been with this person over time and I've built a kind of connection with the person, maybe. But on a normal day, no, I don't.
Wow.
The aim is to please, not to be pleased. You get paid after.
Wow. I would think that, you know, some of the clients, if I could call them that as well, you know, are so good in bed that sometimes you actually do enjoy what you get to do.
That's the lucky, if you're like for the few, because you're talking about not necessarily, but mostly old men.
Okay.
So, I mean, how much energy can, you know, or like, you know now, it's not, it can't be, it's just, you just do this to just please the person. I feel like the pressure is on me to be good in bed, not them. I have to please them. I have to be flexible. I have to make them happy.
If I pay you 1 million for sex, you better enjoy it too. Whether I'm strong or not, you must enjoy it too. You know, okay. So, would you ask younger girls to do this, especially as a means of escaping, you know, the harsh economic situation in Nigeria?
I mean, if you're, I don't know, do you know there are ways you do things that it will become demeaning to you? If you're doing this and you're not building yourself with this, like your, let me say your education or your finances is in a stagnant position and you're going through all this stress and you're not benefiting. That's where the problem comes in.
Okay.
But if you're using it to build yourself, I mean, why not? Because people actually meet husbands from this platform and they become like second wives, third wives, or even first wives to rich men. So
the money you make from escort service, you invest in business.
Yes.
What business do you do on the side?
I have a clothing business.
So, Gloria, what are the risks, you know, that most inherent in this career you've chosen?
You know, some people are violent. You could go and meet someone that is just naturally violent, unprovoked. Okay. And you can get battered, you know. You hear stories of people getting killed in hotel rooms. And then there's the situation of meeting ritualists. There are a lot of them. And people that want to use, they'll use you and refuse to pay.
Wow.
So there are a lot of them.
In such situations, what do you do? Especially when they refuse to pay.
Like, what can you do? You cannot degrade yourself and allow someone to record you and post on blogs, or allow somebody to beat you, and you know you're dealing with elite people, you're dealing with rich people that have the resources to make your life hard. So it's just like this, to let it go. What can you do? So
it's like a trial and error thing.
Yes, but the thing is the main point about all this is going with somebody you know, you trust, and you've met through a reliable source.
The issue of going with someone you know and trust doesn't really exist, because in most cases I assume that most of your clients are total strangers.
Yes, most of them.
So where does the knowing and trusting come from?
That's where you have to get someone from a reliable source, because you can't just meet anybody on the road and you say, okay, let's go to Dubai. Okay, let's go. You can't do that. They'll sell you in Dubai. A lot of bad things can happen.
Okay, so you guys have like a cartel that makes these arrangements.
Some people have pimps. You know, some people have their websites. You can apply for such positions and you meet people that will do that, you know, you can escort.
If you came back in another life, would you do this?
With better opportunity and in a different situation, like in a different country, no.
In a different. Oh, so this is a Nigeria problem?
Yes, because
I don't believe so.
I
Come
mean,
on.
do you, when you
Call
were in
girls.
school, did you have any fund did you have any way to get your school, like apart from maybe working or getting family members to pay? Was there any form of, foundation prepared for especially university students to take care of their education?
But still, I'm aware that call girls operate even in these foreign countries you talk about, in the US, in the UK, even in the Scandinavian countries where, quality of life is up there, so I don't think it's a Nigerian problem. I don't agree.
Well, haven't you noticed that every Nigerian girl has this call girl mentality? Because you don't have, trust me, I know those ones is by choice. They decided not to work.
But you also said you're doing this by choice. You said
it's by choice.
You said that you don't want to work.
This is because I decided not. You could work, you could slave and get the little pennies you can get to take care of yourself. But I wanted more for myself and I decided to go get more. Yes. But in my situation, in my opinion, if I were in another country where things were better.
But I'm still insisting it's not a Nigeria issue, because in those countries where things are better, in quote, that you're talking about, there still exist escorts, professional escorts.
Yes, now there are escorts everywhere.
So what has that got to do with the Nigerian situation?
Oh, what I'm saying is, in my situation.
Yes, for you personally.
For me, if I had a trust fund, or if I have college funds, anything of that sort. But you don't have anything or anybody.
In other words, you have this taste for the good life, life on the fast lane.
Yes, I like luxury stuff. I like expensive stuff. I like expensive trips.
Oh, wow.
And since I can't afford it,
on your own.
Yeah.
So you have to.
People that have too much money, they are looking for who to spend it on.
So which means the way you're passionate about this your business is like in school you like going on excursion. So your school, maybe they were doing a lot of excursions, so you just got into the groove, and then now excursion now transition to escort. Excursion, escort. Wow, clap for yourself. Anyway, it's a pleasure to speak with you. Now, among yourselves, other escorts, fellow escorts, you ladies sometimes feel jealous of each other,
Yes, yes, because for a line of work where you don't have to be hardworking, you just have to be pretty and look pretty, and then be really lucky, or should I say blessed? Because the things you get easy, other people will work extra hard and they won't get it.
Talking about being blessed, there are rumors all the time about people in this line of work using juju,
going diabolic,
voodoo, fetish and all that. Do you do juju?
No.
So everything you have achieved is blessings from
based
God.
on my good looks and my own hard work. How much I've invested in myself. I've made myself more approachable, more dependable. Like you're not just taking an empty barrel anywhere you're taking me. I can hold conversations. I have a good command in English. I think that's enough to, won't make you, if I didn't tell you I was an escort, you would easily date me, right? So.
Are you talking to me?
I'm just saying generally.
Okay.
Because I know you say no.
Who knows? Yeah. Okay, so it's a pleasure to speak with you. Have you had a particular experience with a particular client that you really would love to relive all over again? Any specific client comes to mind?
Yes.
Without mentioning the name?
Of course.
Yes. But you can talk about the experience.
There was this particular guy, man. Like I felt special. Like I felt like we were in an actual relationship. Like I felt loved, I felt protected. I was not abused in any way. I was considered in all situations. Gifts. You don't have to buy gifts for your ex, but I got designer gifts, It was just nice. I felt loved. And in this kind of situation, you don't expect love. Or when you see somebody that is just naturally kind. It's
very
really rare.
Importantly to me, when do you protect yourself? Some clients come and say, look, I want to do this without protection.
if you want to do this without protection, then you should be able to go for tests or show me a recent result. Let's just go for the test, because no matter what you're doing, if you don't protect yourself, all this will end within a twinkle of an eye. So the main point is investing in yourself, not risking your own life. You can use condom, or you can test yourself and your partner. These days, HIV tests or all these other tests can be done immediately, and the results can be gotten immediately. So why risk it? Why risk your life when you know this is the life you're living? You need to be healthy, you need to look beautiful, you need to be strong enough to, you understand? Yeah.
So now, when you say investing in yourself, apart from fashion and the rest, does this also include learning and upgrading your sex skills?
I mean, yes, more or less, yes.
So different positions and styles. Which is your favorite position?
I don't know. I don't have it. It's my client's favorite position. I like.
Oh wow! So
that's being
so you're in a situation where if they tell you jump, you only ask how high.
Yes.
Oh wow!
And for how much?
Yes. Oh yes, very important. How much? Well, it's a pleasure having you let us a little bit into your world. I'm sure the viewers would have known one or two things, and we look forward to speaking with you again in the next recent future, so that we'll be able to monitor your progress.
Thank you.
I do hope that your side businesses flourish, so that at some point we can ask the question, are you ready to quit? By the way, do you believe in marriage? Would you like to get married?
Of course.
You'd like to get married?
Yes.
Oh. So, okay.
What?
So, for instance, now me, after you don't double your company, increase. Viewers at home, well, this is my position about it. I don't know what you think. Would drop in the comment section. Let me know. Would you marry Gloria? She's beautiful. She's educated. She's obviously a very intentional person. She's a good human being. She does this by choice because she loves a particular lifestyle. Nothing wrong with that. The question though is, would you want to get married or date very seriously, serious relationship with Gloria? Let me know in the comment section. And until I come your way again, well, I'm the Lion of Jada. Bye now.